You have to put in the effort in the summertime, come up with a plan, piece it together. They're like, oh, I don't need the nutrition part. I just need the fitness part. Okay, well, that's a good start. But what happens for the other 20 hours a day or more that you're not working out?
Welcome to Exploring Mind and Body with Drew Taddia. Drew is an expert in nutrition, fitness, lifestyle, and more. And he wants to help you live a healthier, longer, and more active life. Now here's your host, Drew Taddia.
Welcome to another edition of nationally syndicated Exploring Mind and Body. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of our True Form Life community. Whether this is your first time listening or if you've been listening for years, we so much appreciate your support. Today, I'm going to talk about why summertime is the worst time to quit a program. Why summertime is when you gain most of the weight in the year, when most people think it's December. I'm telling you, it's summertime barbecues. And I'm also going to tell you what you can do to avoid all of that summer weight gain. Sit back and enjoy. We got all that coming up on...
This is Exploring Mind and Body. Naturally improve your lifestyle one show at a time with your host, Drew Taddia.
All right, so let's get into it. At least at the time of this recording, we are quickly approaching summertime, but I'm going to give you some tips and suggestions that will help no matter what time of year you're listening to this. However, I think it's super important to go over the very basics and understanding, again, wherever you may be listening to this in your life or even in the year, whatever season it is, understand that when we get into summertime, that's where most of the weight gain comes from. I know it's crazy. I know it's hard to believe. Most people feel that December, the holidays, Christmas, and treats, and travel, and appetizers and drinks, that's all that weight gain mostly happens in December, which is why gyms seem to fluctuate in the January type of time. But I will also argue that January is also a very slow time in other aspects. So consider that for at least halfway through November, probably full November, depending on where you live. I know the U.S. has Thanksgiving close to the end of November. Canada, it's earlier. At any rate, you could stack up Thanksgiving and Christmas if you like. But I know we have listeners all over the world, so I'll speak to all of you at once, regardless of where you're at. Christmas or holiday festivities start mid-November at least, and then you're going to full December. So you got 6 weeks there, maybe 8 weeks of full-on holiday activities, especially if you throw in Thanksgiving in there. That's quite an extensive period of time to, for most people, throw everything to the wayside and be like, oh, it's holidays. Listen to Christmas music, drinking hot chocolate, and popping every type of candy and appetizer and drink, sugary drink or alcoholic beverage you can think of. 6 weeks is a long time, maybe 8 weeks, those that really want to push the envelope. But consider summertime. Now, it's different. Again, it's different for everyone, but the good majority of people, especially if you live in colder climates, can't wait to get outside. They can't wait for the sunshine, for warmer weather. And what happens with that is, in many cases, we tend to stop doing the things that we normally do, especially when it comes to routines. So most people work out inside. Now, you could be working out inside at home, or you could be working out inside at a gym or a studio. Wherever that is, you're working out inside. Now, when the weather changes, we tend to spend more time outside, less time inside, and those inside activities, i.e. working out, get pushed to the wayside because we're spending more time outside. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you to get outside, get your vitamin D, get some fresh air and some sunshine. I'm a sunshine person. I feel like I need sunshine in my life to thrive. The sun fuels me. I'm solar powered. But the problem is that when you get outside and replace your workouts with other activities, you start to lose the results that you're looking for. So we can look at this in two ways. Some people quit the gym. Some people completely quit their workouts inside. So when I say inside, I'm talking about in your home. That's what we do. Like I work out at home. We teach at home workouts. So, and it doesn't matter where you're at. If you're at the gym, if you're working out at home, many people work out. Small percentage of people work out, but those of you that work out, I'm talking to you. So those of you that are working out, we have two sides. So those types of people, often summertime comes and they quit working out altogether. And the other side, other side of the coin, or the other option is some people don't just stop working out, but they replace that with something else. So maybe they replace their workouts with, instead of working out, I'm going to cut the lawn. Or instead of working out, I'm going to go and garden. I've got some extra time. I'm going to go and weed or plant the garden or water the garden, whatever it is. So the problem with that is our expectations stay the same. So when you're working out, you at least should have a very specific way of working out for the results you're looking for. And that's where a coach comes in. You tell your coach what you want your results to be, and then those workouts should match the results you're looking for. So that's why all programs aren't built for everyone. That's what the worst tagline in the world, which ours was when we started, for all your health and fitness needs. We work, because of our skill set, we work with a very specific group of individuals, mainly women, many busy moms. We also work with a good majority is menopausal women. So busy women in particular is what our programs are designed for. They're efficient. You don't have to be in the gym for hours. They teach you how to put your body in a fat burning stage so you can have long, lean, fit muscles and be able to burn body fat. That's what we do. And if that's what you're looking for, we can help. But if that's what you want, you should find a coach that specifically focuses on that. If you have a coach that does everything and anything, they're probably not good or specifically good at anything because they do everything. They don't have time to be specific or work with a specific niche. So another avenue, for example, is someone like, in most cases, men. They want to be bulky. I want bigger muscles. I want to be bulky. I want to gain weight. So that's a different program, usually a different coach, different exercises. So heavier weights, lower reps. It's very different for what you're looking for. So you have your result that you're looking for. You reverse engineer your action. And first of all, it's thoughts, right? So your thoughts, the words you speak, the actions that you take, and then you get the results you're looking for. So we took that example in the fitness world. Now let's take a step outside. So you're working out, and you're working out in a specific way, or should be, to find the results that you want, that you're looking for. So in many cases, you should hire a coach to help you get there. It'll take way less time, and you'll be much more successful for someone to help you show you how to do that. But so you're working out for that result, then you stop working out and you start gardening in the summertime. And then you're looking for the same result, but you have a different action, which is why people don't see that result. You're not going to garden to burn body fat. It doesn't make sense. You're not going to garden to increase maybe you garden a little bit to increase your mobility because you're on your knees or you're bending down, but you're not going to garden to drop inches or to fit better in your pants. Like, who says that, right? We don't think, and then these are thoughts that we don't think about consciously. We're like, oh, it's active. I'm moving. I'm getting outside. I'm going to go and garden or cut the lawn or water the grass, whatever it is. And because I'm being active, I should still see results. But it doesn't work like that. So look at the flip side of the coin. Look at the other side. If you were to work out, so in this case, you stop working out and you start gardening and expect the same results that you get from working out. So flip that around. And if you were to work out and expect the same results as gardening, it sounds ridiculous, right? You're not going to work out and then have a beautiful garden and have all this amazing food. You have to put in the action to garden to get the food. So in this case, you have to put in the action of working out to get the result you're looking for of, in most cases, burning body fat, increasing energy, improving digestion, dropping inches. That's all very different action than being outside. So my point here is that when we're specifically stopping working out, or maybe we're involved in an exercise program, or maybe we're doing a great job of seeing results, and then we stop, and then we're like, well, summertime. I'm not going to be around much anyways. I don't want to be involved in a program. I'm going to come back in September. And that's exactly what happens. That's why our busiest time is September, not December, is because everyone pushes their health to the wayside over the summertime, and then they accumulate body weight, and then September comes and they come and see us in many other gyms. They start to get back in their routines, and they have to start all over again. And it's grueling. It's misery of starting to see results and then stopping, and then seeing results and doing really well, sticking with a program, and then different holidays come up. Your birthday comes up, Easter comes up, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and now we have 4, depending on where you live, of course. We spend a lot of time in LA, and the weather is nice there a lot of the time. I'm not going to say all the time. We're there in like December, January, February. It's cold. Like I need a beanie or a toque. I need a sweater, jacket. We had friends and family come to visit us in those months, in the early January, February months, and they thought it was like tropical weather. And like, this isn't Belize, or even I don't even know, is Mexico warm all the time? But we're like, it's not. You have to wear sweatpants or jeans. You have to wear pants, not shorts or swimwear. You have to wear a sweater. At any rate, went off on a little tangent there. So depending on where you live, so it's like LA, for example, it's warm most of the time, but they still have their colder months. So people are spending more time inside. If you live in a colder climate, you're looking at April, May, June, July, and August. That's 5 months. It really doesn't get warm, at least where I'm at in Canada. For May, it's just starting to warm up. We got 4 months there of nicer weather, at least not snowy, freezing weather. So just think about that for a second. People are starting to get outside, and they're starting to do yard work, and they're starting to barbecue, maybe go for bike rides, or maybe people are starting to jog. You're starting to hang out with friends. So that's until at least August. That's 4 months until September. So that's what I'm saying, is that many people think it's December where you're accumulating your body weight. It's the summertime. It's 4 months of the extra barbecues, of the late nights, the sun's sticking around, we have longer daylight, the sun's up longer, we're hanging out with neighbors, we're backyard barbecuing, we're camping, which is great. And I'm not telling you that you shouldn't be doing that. I'm just saying, just consider that, because most people don't realize, first of all, 4 months is a long amount of time to completely stop working out. And when I say working out, I'm talking about a full-on resistance body weight type of workout, where you're working out for 20 to 40 minutes of intense activity, not going for a walk outside, like a leisurely walk outside. You should do that, but that's not going to get you the results you're looking for. And people kind of look at me funny when I say that. When I'm working with a client, and they say, well, I missed workout, but I went for a walk. And I said, okay, that's great, but what about your workout? And they're like, well, I did work out. I went for a walk. And I said, that's not a workout. It's great. You should get outside. Like I said, breathe fresh air, sunshine, birds chirping. That's great, but that's not going to get you the same result as a workout. And we should realize that. You don't want to replace your workouts completely. And then, of course, you don't want to completely not work out for 3 or 4 months in the summertime because you're busy traveling, or you're going to the lake, or whatever that is. You should have a clear plan of what you're doing for workouts in the summertime. So I'm a big fan of supportive groups. We've been running one for years. Having a supportive group, a supportive community, a coach or a mentor, and a proven program that's a systemized, that works. And if you don't have that going into the summertime, it's so hard. My gosh, doing this on your own, working out is hard. Let's be honest with ourselves. Many times people think they can just start a workout program, stick to it, and get results. And how many people do that? A very small percentage. That's the same thing as going into a dentist office and starting to poke your teeth with a bunch of their tools because you have the tools. Well, I got the room, I got the tools, I'm going to start poking my teeth, and it's probably going to fix the problem, right? No. Often that's going to make the problem worse in a dentist office. You may not make the problem worse entirely if you just start poking around and trying some exercises, unless you hurt yourself and you're doing improper form. But just consider that. And the success rate is small. And if we were to really think about it, we're probably, with all the knowledge and expertise and the new equipment and all the online programs, I mean, we're still probably in the worst state of health in history, I would imagine. More people are on medication than ever before. More people are obese. More people diabetes. Not only that, now we have we're dealing with more child issues than we ever have before. Like child diabetes, that was never a thing in the past. Isn't that crazy? Like child obesity, that's got to be at an all-time high. And so with all that knowledge and all the technology that we have, still our health is declining. There's something seriously wrong with that. Of course, you have to look at the nutrition end. I'm talking specifically about workouts here, but you have to look at the nutrition end of it. Like, if you're going to go and barbecue and you're going to eat marshmallows and chips and the salads marinated in mayonnaise, you have to take activated charcoal. You have to take chlorella. Maybe you're drinking bone broth or you're having fermented foods on a regular basis. You have to do things to prevent and keep your body intact. Our bodies are entirely falling apart at younger and younger ages, and people are like, oh, that's just the way it is. It's not the way it is. I feel our age, with the improved knowledge, with better supplements, many of us actually improve our finances as we get older. So maybe you're in a better position to hire a coach. You're in a better position to take better quality supplements. Whatever that is for you, whatever that looks like for you, I feel that our age should actually improve as we get older. And we see it so young, like, my gosh, late 20s, early mid-30s, people's health are declining, and they're like, I'm getting older. And I'm like, what do you mean you're getting older? You know, the average life expectancy is, or I think at this point, I believe it's about 88 years old, 85, 88. And just think about that for a moment. So that's the average person. Now, the average person lives a sedentary lifestyle. They don't work out. The average person is on multiple medications, not one or two. Usually you take one, and then you take a second one, and then because of the side effects, you're taking a third one and a fourth one to help with the side effects of the first two medications. So the average person in a sedentary lifestyle doesn't work out. They are on multiple medications, and they don't eat properly. And still looking at about 85 to 88 years old. So those people that are complaining about being old at 35, you're hardly halfway there. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Like, I feel like we should want to feel good. Like, if we're going to be around, and like I said, that's an average. If you're active, if you're supplementing, if you're eating proper food, or on at least a regular basis, and most people think they do, which they don't, but if you're eating quality food on a regular basis, you're going to live past 88. You're looking at 95. You should look at this at, like, you're in it for the long haul. And people are already making excuses like, oh, I'm getting older, my body's falling apart. What do you think is going to happen when you're 90 years old? You're going to be alive, but you're going to hardly be able to function. Like, I feel like I'm probably going to live to at least 120 with the way we live. Exercise, nutrition, food, supplementation, positive environment. We're always laughing, joking. We have dreams and goals, and we're driven and motivated. I don't think I'm going anywhere anytime soon. I'll tell you that much. So I want my health to increase as I get older, and I want to look for longevity. And I really like the biohacking part of the world, or how to make your cells younger. And I know not everyone's into that. I know most people aren't into that. And it's kind of like almost like a pipe dream or something like from a movie, but it really isn't. Like, that's how the world is going. Like, and we're going to have new technology, and we're going to have better medicine, and we're going to have improved supplementation. And what do you think is going to happen if you don't take care of your health now? As you get older, you have to be able to keep up with your kids. And then it's not just your kids, then it's going to be the grandkids. And then if you're fortunate enough to stick around that long, you might have great grandkids. And I'd imagine most people don't want to sit around in a rocking chair knitting like grandma used to, which there's nothing wrong with. My grandma was actually super active. She knitted, and she made quilts and stuff, but she was always in the garden. She was always moving. She was always active. She would walk to the grocery store, carry her bags back. She would flex her muscles. I love my grandma so much. She would flex her muscle, and she'd say, "Look at my muscles." It was so awesome. But those are the things that we should think about. I feel is that most of the time we don't. We just live day to day. We are highly addicted to TV, to social media. We just sit there and flip and scroll. You work your 9 to 5. Most people aren't really happy with their 9 to 5. They sit on the couch because they're exhausted doing a job they hate. Flip on their news feed. They grab fast food or a microwave dinner and then scroll until it's time to go to bed. And then we realize why, and then we try to figure out why we don't sleep very well, why we're irritable, why we're miserable, why our digestion's out of whack, we don't have any energy. That's the world we live in. I know it's like I'm like doom and gloom over here, but my point here is it doesn't have to be like that. And don't let the summer do that to you. So many people work out. They're like, oh, we're going to be wearing less clothing, so short shorts and tank tops and no more sweaters and sweatpants. It's warmer weather's coming, so they work really hard in the springtime. And then summer comes and they stop everything. Like, oh, my vacation's over. Or, oh, that wedding's over. I don't need to do anything. September comes around. You are miserable because you didn't take care of your body. Digestion's out of whack. You're not feeling great. Confidence as an all-time low. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to join this fitness program or I'm going to join the gym. And most people do it for 3 or 6 weeks and then they quit. And then what happens? They feel good. They're glowing, increased confidence, feeling better about themselves, drop some inches. And like, I can probably do this on my own. I'll just carry on my own. I don't need to do that. So in 3 weeks, right back where you were in the summertime. And then you're like, oh, and then we have Thanksgiving and then we have Christmas. And then everyone's like, oh, I'll start in January. So you have the whole cycle that flows all over again until you start working out again in the springtime, only to stop doing everything that was just was showing you fantastic results to not do anything in the summertime. So break the cycle. It's time to break the cycle. I want to give you some motivation, some inspiration. Find a program. If you have a program, if you're working with someone and it's doing well, stick with it. Don't stop. That's probably the worst thing that you can do for yourself because it's not this summertime. Understand that's the life cycle that's going to continue on for you for years if you allow it. But if you're working with someone, find someone working with someone, keep seeing results, keep working, keep pushing on, get through the summer, come up with a proper plan that's reasonable for you. If you want to take a week off, great. Take a week off. If you want to take 6 weeks off, maybe. That's stretching it. That's pushing the envelope a little bit too much, in my opinion. You can take a weekend off, or you can take a couple weekends off, but get your scheduled plan in order. Know when you're working out. Know the types of workouts you're doing that should be specific to your goals. And then make a plan with your coach or mentor how many days a week that you're working out and have them keep you accountable. There should be a weekly call. There should be a couple text messages going on throughout the week to help you stay on track. And then you got to stick to a meal plan. And it's okay to go camping, but make better choices. And it's okay to go away for a week. But when you go away for a week, I knew someone, I worked with a client one time, and she told me she gained 15 pounds on a cruise. And oh my gosh. And I said, what did you eat? And she said, everything. and you know what, like just because you could gain that much weight in a short amount of time doesn't mean you can lose it in a short amount of time. And I know I'm being the bearer of bad news right here, but that's the truth of the matter. I wish it was that easy. Everyone would be healthy, fit, and a healthy body weight and fit if you could lose weight as quickly as you gained it, but it doesn't work like that. So you have to put in the effort in the summertime, come up with a plan, have someone keep you accountable. It's got to be nutrition. You've got to have a supportive community. Got to be fit. That's where we've seen the most results. Most people try to piece it together. They're like, oh, I don't need the nutrition part. I just need the fitness part. Okay, well, that's a good start. But what happens for the rest of how many hours of the day? What happens for the other 20 hours a day or more that you're not eating or that you're not working out? 20, well, we only do 40-minute work. Let's say an hour. What are you going to do for the other 23 hours? Do you have a plan for that? Because nutrition takes up a big part of your day. So people, I don't need nutrition. I just need fitness. Or I don't need fitness. I just need nutrition. Then say, well, how's the fitness going? I work out a couple times here and there. Of course, that's not going to work. You need the whole package and everything to help support you. So go and find someone that you trust in your community, someone that can help you out, keep you on track, design a program specific for your needs. And if you like I said, if you're working with someone, stay with them. And if you don't have someone, go and find them. Get someone to hook you up, set you up for success so you know exactly what you're doing this summer to help you stay on track. Break the cycle. Stop quitting everything over the summertime and just doing the leisurely things. You put in cruise control, stop seeing results, and then you kind of completely fall off the wagon. Still got to work out, still got to eat right. Get outside, go for bike rides, go for jogs, go for walks. Take the dogs for more walks than you usually do. Increase your activity. I'm 100% on board with that. All I'm saying is don't replace your workouts. Don't replace your programs for things that aren't going to get you the results that you're working for. Many of you has been working hard for months, weeks and weeks, months and months, and then summertime comes and you're like, I'm good. And it's so hard to start all over. It really is. So skip that starting over period. Keep pushing forward, and you'll continue to see results, and you'll be in a much happier place in your life. We're kind of all over the place, really. If you want to find us on social media, you can find us we're quite active on Instagram. That's at Drew Taddia. Facebook at trueformlife.com. We have 2 Facebook groups. One Facebook group is specific to nutrition. So we call that Simplifying Nutrition. So you can save time in the kitchen and grocery store so you can do more of the things that you love. It really is a challenge, isn't it? Trying to find all the proper ingredients and all the products that aren't going to cause accumulation of toxic buildup in your body. We're actually just wrapping up a sugar detox. That was super eye-opening, just to see how people are eating, amazing how people feel after they go sugar-free and caffeine-free. I know, crazy, right? And then we have another group, and that one is for busy moms that don't have time to figure out which products to trust. And these products in particular specialize in digestion, sleep, pain relief, and energy. These are 100% free. You're more than welcome to join our communities there on Facebook if you like. Shoot us a message. You can search us at trueformlife.com or send us a message on social media. We're highly active. We'd be more than happy to add you to any of these groups if you're looking for help with nutrition. We put up posts up there regularly. We do live videos, and we do giveaways. We do fun stuff, not just boring posting stuff. We also like the interaction and engagement, so we're always there to answer questions. We're always there to provide support, and we do those on both groups. More as supplement. A lot of times I talk to people and I say, well, why aren't you supplementing? And they'll say, well, I don't know what supplements to choose, and I don't know when to take them or how to use them. So that's what we're here for, is to provide quality supplements that actually work, that don't have toxins and a bunch of nonsense in there that we shouldn't be putting in our bodies anyways. And then our other one, of course, nutrition is a huge challenge in many cases to help people stay on track with nutrition, read ingredients, especially the busy moms that are looking to help improve their household's health. It's not just, it's like busy moms is almost like being a business owner. So as a business owner, you don't just take care of yourself and your own finances. You have to manage your inventory. You have to manage your employees. You have to budget for their costs and their salaries. And when I think about a mother, it's kind of like the same thing. A mother doesn't just take care of themselves. They take care of the kids and often the spouse and the food. And then sometimes you're doing the finances and you have your own job. My gosh, it's endless, isn't it? So much respect for busy moms at the moment right now. I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of our True Form Life community. Whether you're listening as a podcast or on terrestrial radio, either way, we're across the world on many different avenues. One thing what would be super helpful to us, if you can think of however you found this show, if you could refer a friend. Just if you think a friend could benefit, say, check this show out. I feel like you're not going to do any exercise over the summer. Or if someone's looking for help with anything in particular, nutrition, fitness, exercise, supplementation, we kind of cover a wide aspect, but we can certainly help out. We'd love it if you could direct someone else. It'll give you some good karma. Maybe we can help some other people improve their lives and their health. That's our mission. So we'd appreciate your help in that regard. Once again, thank you so much for being here. That's it. That's all I got. I'm out of here. As always, I'm your host, Drew Taddia, in health and fitness for a better world. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to Exploring Mind and Body with True Form Life's Drew Taddia, fitness expert. To find out more about the show, Drew Taddia, or to listen to past shows, visit exploringmindandbody.com.